Hey guys. Okay, so we're doing something a little bit different today in that we are doing a live channeling session from Spirit to answer any questions that you may have in regards to your life, the law of attraction, shadow work, relationships, whatever you have. I know so many people. I've been getting quite a bit of questions on how to connect into spirit, how to get answers. And so I kind of wanted to just bring this for you guys to just answer any questions because I love channeling spirit. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of get into it. If you have any questions already, go ahead and put them in the chat. I'm on a few different platforms, so I'm going to be looking at all of them, and I already have a few questions, so let's get into this. Okay, so I feel the energy. Do you guys have any questions? Make sure you put them in the chat so that I can see them. The first question that I have is, what is shadow work and what will it do for my life? Okay. So, what is shadow work? Okay, there's a lot of confusion out there about what shadow work is, and we want to be very clear on what it can do for your life, but you always have the choice. Okay, you always have free will. If you choose not to do this, you don't have to, but it is a form of healing your inner child. How you do this is very simple. Okay, you can always just ask and it will be given to you. So, if you have any areas where you feel trauma, limiting beliefs, or blockages, you can simply ask to see the truth and it will be revealed to you. It may not be revealed right at that moment, but it will come to you. Shadow work is really looking and releasing all of the fear that you're holding. Shadow work is really about getting honest with yourself. I'm sorry you feel that way, AZ tall guy, but shadow work has been one of the things that has helped me completely heal and transform my life. So, it is what it is. Maybe you're not doing it right. Just okay. So, it is a way to get very honest with yourself. And hey, if you have any questions about law of attraction, shadow work, I'm channeling messages for you guys directly from spirit. So just put them in the chat. I'm answering a couple now. So Shadow work, I think a lot of people get shadow work and they think that it is something that is a negative thing when it is extremely positive. Shadow work is very simple to do when you just can look at yourself and ask. It's about getting honest with yourself to let go of the hurt, the trauma, and the negative beliefs. So that's basically what it is. You guys can ask any questions in regards to anything that's going on in your life or whatever. I channel, I pull cards for divine messages from spirit for you guys. I know that there's so much going on in the world right now. People are just a little bit lost and confused, dazed and confused. So let me know. I do have a couple other questions that I'm going to go over. Okay. So let's talk a little bit about what is going on. Hi. Okay, so we do have a couple questions coming in. So something about your kids and your future relationship. If there's one X. This is from Gigi, 1983. Hi. Okay, so let me just get clear on your question. You want to hear something about your kids and your future relationship. If there's one X. Hi, guys. Channeling any messages for questions that you have. Okay, so Gigi, 1983. Do you have kids now and a relationship? Can you get more specific on your question? So in the meantime, let's talk about what's going on the planet. So Spirit has really been leading me to talk about this, and they are very, very adamant about. Woo! Okay, so they're coming in hot, and hold on one second. Okay, so what's going on the planet with everything that's going on? It's a restoration. Everything that is going on in the outside world is a restoration and a healing of an imbalance. Okay, so imbalance in the world. I'm going to pull some cards on this because whatever is imbalanced is coming out. Okay. I hear you, Gigi. 1 second. So everything that's happening on the planet right now is a restoration and bringing things back into balance. Don't buy into all the hype and the fear. I know that's easier said than done, but don't take this fear into your subconscious. Okay. Okay, so the message from Spirit is so clear on what is going on the planet. And basically they're saying that it is a complete, they are working together with all the light workers, starseeds, and empaths to bring about a happier existence and lifestyle to the world. And sometimes it doesn't look like that on the outside, but that's truly what's going on. Okay, so relationship, but totally. So that's what's going on in the world. Relationship, but would like to find my soulmate. Okay, so let me just ask. Okay, Gigi, so what I'm getting is that okay, it is in the wanting is what is holding it back. So, um, there is it's already all there for you. Okay, yeah. So it's already there for you, but the wanting of it is really putting that resistance between that amazing love that you want and what you have right now. Okay, so what I'm getting is you're holding back. There's a lot of stuff in your past that is keeping you from opening up. I just pulled some cards for you, and I got the Six of Cups, the Four of Pentacles, and the Sun. So, and that's exactly what I was feeling, is like there's a lot going on from like inner child healing. Okay, there's a lot going on there from your past where there was hurt and trauma, and you're really just like, there's fear blocking that. Okay, yeah, because I mean, I feel it almost like I know exactly what, and it feels like myself almost, because I had to go through a lot of healing to my past was dictating my current decisions in my relationship. And you're just like holding too tight. Here with the Sun though on this, I feel like it's truth being revealed and open up to you. So if you ask for the answers or the healing for this to come in, it will come. And then I feel like once you're able to release this around your heart, then you can open yourself up to amazing love. Okay. Hi, guys. All right. Do you guys have any questions regarding law of attraction, relationships, universal laws? There was another thing that I channeled right before I went on, and I want to. I channel by writing quite a bit. So I'll write and then I'll get some messages. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about law of attraction. Are you guys having a difficult time manifesting what you want? Or do you really feel in your heart space this inner peace, and whatever you choose to bring into the physical realm, you're bringing that? Or are you guys feeling blocked? I know a lot of people have trouble understanding the universal laws. There's so much hype about getting into these vibrations and all these manifesting techniques that you can use to bring about what is yours. Well, here's the thing. So many people have trouble with this and understanding that the universal laws are always at play, right? So there's nothing you can do to bring about the law of attraction. You can't do anything to get it to work. What you can do is go inside and do that inner healing, because that law is always at play. That means it's always 1000% working, no matter what you're doing. So if your life doesn't look like the way you want it to look, then something is off and you need to look inside and do some of that healing. So let me see. I'm just getting there's a lot of victim mentality and fears that are going around right now. People are questioning, why is this stuff happening to me in my life? And I will tell you that when you heal yourself, you heal your outer world as well. I see some of your guys' comments. Okay. So, Spirit, what would you like me to talk about right now? So, all right. All right. Divine feminine, healing the divine feminine. So, okay, this is really, really heavy. As soon as I say this, I feel the energy. Okay, so the feminine aspects in all of us are the nurturing, really loving, caring people that we are. But so much has happened to all of us in our lives that through trauma, through hurts, that we have shut down this side of ourselves. So there is karma coming around right now to really heal that which is broken in the divine feminine. And so if you used to be a very loving, open, caring person, which I think most of us did. I mean, think about when you were a kid, right? And you were at the playground and how kids operate. They're just open and they're just hi and playing and running. And now a lot of us have kind of closed that part off to ourselves, because it's like, well, we have to be an adult. We have to be responsible. But not only that, just everything that has come into our lives and has excuse me, hurt us, we have shut that part down. And it's almost like we take a controlling outlook on life. Excuse me one second. I got a tickle in my throat. Right? So it's like we need to control love. One of the things that I've been working on the last week has been just that. Where I see where I'm afraid of love, but also where I'm trying to control it. We're individual, unique, divine expressions of the divine. And we are to have independent operating lives. When we come together in a relationship with someone else, the ultimate love would be a completely healed, individual who has in union with their own divine feminine, divine masculine aspects. That's being in alignment with yourself. That's marriage with matter and spirit in yourself. And the same with the other person. When those two people can come together, that is magical, ultimate love, right? So right now, we're just having some healing come with the divine feminine. And that is the part of ourself that is nurturing, caring, and loving, especially in relationships right now. So, oh, wow. Sorry, guys. Like this, like the channeling is really intense. Like energetically, I'm like having a hard time talking. So I'm like, oh, okay. So let me see. Let me know if you guys have any more questions about any of that relationship. And anything about your fears, anything about shadow work. Okay, so yeah. A lot of you may be trying to reach goals right now because I'm just pulling some cards. Fear of moving. Okay. Fear of moving physical locations. Yeah, there's a lot going on with fear of goals or fear of... There's a lot of nines here. Okay, so fear of attaining your goals and being very defensive. There is a defensive energy that is going on right now that I feel like, we will instantly get defensive and get on our guard. So do you have a question about the fear of moving? If you have a specific question about that, let me know. Maybe you're thinking that it's not, it may be the wrong thing for you to be doing in your life. Let me pull some cards on that. Let me see. Yeah, so if you have any fears, that's usually a good indication of, if it's not anything that is a direct danger, like you don't have a tiger chasing you and you're just afraid that it may be the wrong move, right? Then you can, listen, you're always going to make the right decisions. If you're fear of a decision, because spirit can always adjust, right? So whatever decision you make, spirit can always adjust it. And there's never a wrong choice. It's either that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing, or that's exactly what you're supposed to be doing, but you're going to learn something from it. So, you know, I have a lot of fear around certain things as well. And it's usually an indicator for me that that is exactly the road I need to be taking. Right? So fear is an illusion. And the reason that we feel those things is because change is difficult for our subconscious mind. Hi from Vancouver. Hi, I'm in Southern California. Hello. Fear of change always puts us on edge, always. So I'm just going to pull a couple cards for that. Hi, guys. I'm so glad that you're on with me. I'm just channeling any messages for you guys, any questions that you have regarding law of attraction, shadow work, relationships, basically anything. Fears. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, fears. Okay, so if you have a fear of moving, that just takes a shift in perspective. And really, that shift is about understanding that you're always working with spirit, right? You're always co creating, always. That's what you are. You are a co creator with spirit, and that's always happening. Wherever you're feeling led, that is exactly where you need to be going. And sometimes our subconscious mind fears change. So there's always that element of being worried if, is this the right thing for me? Is this the wrong thing for me? But you've got to just make that decision and stick with it and say, you know what? This is exactly what I'm going to be doing, and whatever comes, comes. But spirit can always adjust, right? So, let me get my here. I'm just yeah, you are a co-creator. I think once we all step into this understanding and power in ourselves, that we have the power of choice. Like, if you get that, because it's like a very fine line. Because if I choose to do something, I may go for it, and then my mind will go, oh no, maybe I shouldn't do that, or blah, blah. But really, when you say, no, I chose to do that, I'm taking responsibility and I'm going to move forward, it really takes away a lot of that fear. So okay, alignment. So they want me to talk about alignment. I channel by doing writing, and they want me to talk about alignment. If you are out of alignment, you will feel stress, worry, insecurity, doubt. Getting into alignment with spirit is like You feel an inner control, knowing what you're choosing to do is exactly what you want to create. And that comes from a very empowered place, right? So think about it. When you're in alignment with your mind, body, and spirit, there's no guilt, there's no worry, there's no doubt about doing something wrong. You're like, I am a creator and this is what I'm choosing to do. And whatever comes down this path, I will take that on as it comes. But I don't ever, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're out of alignment, it's almost like you're constantly questioning yourself and you're worried about what's happening. Can family spirit as past assist? Right? So you're constantly like in this state. Ooh, hold on, guys. State of questioning yourself. And the most important thing is that you are that creator. You're a co-creator with spirit. That means you get to choose how you want your life to be. Period. There's no predetermined, predestined. That's a lie from the pit of hell. Because people come from homeless, broke into the most wealthy, and that's not a predetermined thing. They literally had to create through their mind how to get there. It's pretty powerful stuff. Yeah. Okay. Sal Planary, can family spirit that has passed assist? I'm not sure I understand your question, but if you are asking, okay, so if you're asking if I channel passed on spirits, yes and no. I can tap into the Akashic records, and basically that is anyone who has passed on. But usually I don't really do that in these types of channeling sessions, because that would just entail a lot more quiet time and one-on-one. You know what I'm saying? But if you're asking about if they can assist you, absolutely. Just ask. We all have the gift. It's just if you're open and willing to allow this energy to send you messages, to give you the messages that you need. Sometimes it's really hard to tap into it. And that's why I love being able to do this for you guys, because I don't just hear messages, I feel messages. I literally can feel the message. It's like, woohoo! But yeah, I love doing this. And the other thing that they really want me to talk about right now is balance. So how are, alignment with yourself. I really want to bring this message because it's so important to me. Because if you have this, okay, when you really get to know who you are, and I know so many of these spiritual people say the same things, but I want to try and bring it in a different way for you guys, because always the way they brought it for me was so out there, so confusing. I couldn't understand, but now that I will channel a lot of messages myself, but have gone through the dark night of the soul for 3.5 years. Yes. I have an understanding of this that is, it just brings it into reality more. Okay. So When you understand who you are, okay, and the confidence in that, with the power of choice, you can literally create the world that you want to live. And I know sometimes that sounds like, oh, hogwash, like I've been depressed for 20 years. I'm going to be depressed. Well, okay. No, you don't ever have to be and sit in depression. You can heal that. I did. Oh my goodness. I know how it feels to feel like there is no hope. I was homeless with 3 kids in a motel. Trust me when I say I know how it feels to feel like there is no hope. But when you really understand what the power that you hold inside of yourself to create the reality that you want, you truly can have anything you want. All you have to do is to get into alignment with that of what you want. So, for instance, I absolutely will pray for you. Is that Osmain? Yes, I will pray for you. Always. Okay, so how do you get into an alignment with, yes, the power that's inside of you? Okay, so it's really simple. This is the power that you have. Okay, so I have 3 kids, right? Now, there was a time where I was living in a motel with these 3 kids. And at that point, my life looked like there was no hope. And I mean, I tried everything to get work, to get an apartment, and it was just not happening. At that moment, I could have I had a choice. I could sit there and literally fall into a pit of depression, which I did for a time. Don't get me wrong. I was not okay. But the power of choice that I said, you know what? I am not going down like this. I'm going to find a way. And I had no family, no help, nada. I had help from Spirit, and I asked Spirit, what can I do to change the situation? And I have literally, what I want to say about the power that you have inside of you is just this. You have the power to create that identity of the life that you want, but you have to start now, right? Because, okay, I always wanted to be an entrepreneur. I knew I was that inside. I knew I was a leader, but I couldn't, but yet I was homeless with 3 kids and my life did not look like that at all. So I had to start doing things that a leader, an entrepreneur would do. And that was make decisions on how to change my reality. So if I'm a stay-at-home mom and every single day I wake up and I make my coffee and I'm depressed because I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I really want to be a businesswoman. Okay, I'm just giving you an example, right? But every single day I am just wishing that to happen and I'm not doing anything for that to happen. And I'm just living the mom life every day. Well, that is the law of attraction. Like attracts like. So every single day that you're just waking up and doing the mom life, which there's nothing wrong with that. I know it's the hardest life that there is, but if you want a different life, okay? And you're depressed about it and wanting something else, then you will every day, it's like Groundhog Day. That will be your reality every day until you decide to do something different, right? So, to get in alignment with how an entrepreneur lives their life, you got to do a little research. You got to find out what they're doing. And you need to start doing that every single day. Right. It makes so much. Do you neglect your current life? No. You slowly start to integrate these daily things that entrepreneurs do into your life, because you are telling the universe, like, okay, I'm going to be meditating every morning and going and working out, and then I'm going to start my website. You see what I'm saying? Like, every day you just start doing these tasks that entrepreneurs do, and you are literally attracting that advice, attracting that life to you. Period. It's that simple. It does take time. Yeah, absolutely. This is not an overnight thing. This is where winners go out and get it. Absolutely. But that's how you change your life, of what you're creating in your life every day. And I think that's what has so many people tripped up about how spirituality works and how the universal laws actually work, because they think it's going to be a quick fix. And it's not. It's never going to be quick. Right? Like, there's no get rich quick. It is literally step by step, taking those action steps towards the dreams. But now, if you're still every day waking up and depressed about where you are, you will live that life every day. Right? So that's what the law of attraction is really about. Yeah, that's what it's really about, is that you put out there and the universe will give back to you. So if you're like, okay, waking up and exercising and meditating and doing things to build small steps to build a business every day, it will start snowballing. Right? I'm just giving you an example of how you change it, because what happens is, when your mind gets used to your current reality, the way that it is, and to change it, you literally have to change how your mind perceives things first, and then your outer reality changes. Sorry about the sirens. Southern California. What are you going to do? So, I am channeling any messages that you guys, any questions you have from spirit. And balance. That's the other thing, is that, right, you've got to have balance in your life. Don't just drop everything that you have and quit your job and be like, I'm going to be an entrepreneur, because that's, woo. You will go down into a pit there. But I know people that do that, and I was kind of one of those people. So, spiritual alignment. Okay. So spiritual alignment is where you know from spirit that it is exactly what you should be doing in your life. Where are you called to serve? And not only that, but what sets your soul on fire? When people talk about abundance, it's not really explained so well, but if I could say it like this, not everyone wants to be a baseball player. Not everyone wants to be an entrepreneur. Not everyone wants to be a spiritual guru. Okay, so you're given the wants that are inside your heart, And everyone is completely unique to what they want. So that's what that means. But when you are in spiritual alignment, it's, you know that it's where you need to be serving and what sets your soul on fire. And you'll have a lot that comes up against you when you are. I had so much come up against me in the last 3.5 years. Family, friends, lots and lots of stuff. And I'm back exactly where I was always meant to be. And it sets my soul on fire. So, do you guys have any questions? I'm going to be doing this twice a week. I think Wednesdays and Sundays. And just to come answer any questions that you guys have about what's going on in the world, your life, whatever. There's a lot about goals that Spirit is kind of having me talk about. And I think that that could be because I think too much is built around controlling the outcomes to these goals that we all want. And sometimes it's not the way, it doesn't come to you the way you expect. Yeah. I mean, we lose a lot of faith when we think that something is going to come to us a certain way, and it doesn't. So we'll give up on something. But a lot of times, you know, what's coming to us is just around the corner if we just hang on, you know. And one of the things that I've come to find is that I don't let any outside material, money or anything like that dictate what I do, or desperation for money. Going from homeless to where I am now is beyond words. I had a big problem with desperation and doing things because I needed money, you know, and I was always like, I have to do this because how am I supposed to provide? But the craziest thing I will tell you, I have not had a 9-to-5 job in, I think, 6 years. And Spirit has always provided over and above anything I could ever imagine. Like it's just been incredible because I've let go and I trust. Now, does that mean I don't do anything? No, I do a lot. But I think that when we have so much control and worry about how it's going to come, what it's going to come, we get frustrated. You know what I'm saying? So, Spirit's having me see this a lot, like goal fulfillment. So I don't know if you have any questions about goal fulfillment, but that's really, like, I'm just getting these messages about goal fulfillment. Thank you guys for joining me on this session. I'm just excited to start doing channeling Spirit because this is what I love to do, and I haven't really fully done it. Yes, I love that. Frankie. Goals. Sometimes we need to write them down. Absolutely. When you know that it's something that you really want, write it down and make a plan. of how to get there. Yes. I love it. Yes. So they can come true and manifest the idea. Frankie, awesome. Yes. Thank you. I love that. You know, when you're in, okay, spiritual, and you are sitting there in meditation, and maybe these ideas come to you of what you want or how to manifest it, write it down, because it brings it from the spiritual into the physical. And then what steps can you take to get there? Like real steps, right? Small steps to the goal. I love it. Yes, 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 yes. Small steps towards the goal will bring it to fruition. Whatever it is that you want, you know? And sometimes it's hard. Spirit's just telling me, like, make a decision of what you want and go for it. Like, I know for myself, I have a lot of different ideas going on, right? Like all the time. I'm a creative. When you're a creative, it's like we just get a million different, oh, I could do this and I could do this and I could do this. But it's like, okay, slow your roll. Slow the roll. Really. And write down what the ultimate goal is. Yes. Write down what the ultimate goal is. And then write down a step-by-step plan on how to get there, and just start doing that plan and start implementing it every single day. Love it. Yeah, you focus in on me too. That's your creative, the creative souls, right? But really pull that out of the spirit realm and write it down. Yeah, that's what spirit's telling me exactly right now. Just pull down the one thing that you want to do now. Manifest that into the physical realm by writing it down and start working that plan, and then move on to the next thing. Keep writing down all your ideas, all your stuff. I mean, they're telling me this really big right now too, but just do the one thing. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you've been focusing on writing plan. Awesome. Do the one thing until you hit that goal, and then go on to the next thing, and then go on to the next thing, and then go on to the next thing. Because so many times I think we think that, oh my gosh, these people, how do they do all this? Well, they did one thing at a time. They brought one thing in and then the other, and then they were able to hire someone who was able to bring in another and another. But it's not just the one person, right? When they first started, they were just bringing in one thing at a time. So that's what they're really giving me, is get out of indecision, make a decision on the one thing you want to do now, and make it happen. I mean, they're telling me loud and clear too for myself. They're like, come on, girl. You have literally been doing a million things, spinning. You've been doing a lot, but a lot of all this other stuff. So focus on that one thing, get that done, and then move on to the next. Frankie, thank you for just commenting and participating with me. You're welcome. Thank you so much too. I hope that this helps you. It's helping me. I love doing this so much because it not only helps you, but it also helps me. It's so awesome. All right. So I'm going to take it is healing. Yay. I know. It's so healing. I love it. It's so good. Thank you. I'm just going to do one or two more questions if you have. If not, I'm just going to see if Spirit wants to talk about anything else, and then we will close it out for today. And like I said, I will be doing these more because I know so many people just need it, and I need it too. So, yeah, working together. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you so much. You're putting a smile on mine too. I appreciate you a lot. So, all right. What else needs to be talked about? Let's see. All right. So, you know, yeah. There's a lot of healing going on with the healing of disappointment and carrying too much on your shoulders. Um, there's really stepping into a new life right now. There is a rebirth going on the planet. It is everything is being resurrected to a more balanced life for all of us. And I really feel that, see, the message here is that you've always had everything that you need, but sometimes we turn our backs to certain things, and we don't, we carry too much burden and thinking that um, the guilt and the shame and the hurt, and we're just carrying it. And Spirit's like, let it go. Just let it go. Hi. Okay. Is this Alton Hall? How do you practice patience? Yeah. I got 3 kids. That's a great question. Seriously. Okay. So I have learned a lot about patience in the last 3 years because I always want to go so fast. Yeah. I always want to go so fast. And, oh, Al. Okay. They won't let me go fast. Oh, it's a thing. It is a thing. Um, but the patience really comes from knowing. Okay, so when Spirit gives you something, say for instance, you know, you're going to be an entrepreneur. You just know that you're an entrepreneur, but you're not yet. Okay. The patience with that comes from knowing that you wouldn't have been given that if it wasn't already yours. So the patience comes from really enjoying the process to that thing, knowing that it's already yours. It may not look like it may not feel like it, but it's yours. Nobody can take it from you. Nobody can do anything, but it's just yours. So that's where I've learned to cultivate a lot of patience. knowing that everything always gets done in the perfect time when it's supposed to get done. This is a strong energy from spirit right now, so I'm really feeling this because, woo, yeah, knowing that everything will get done in the exact time that it's supposed to get done. It frees you up to enjoy those moments of maybe confusion, downtime, indecision, right? Yes. Yes. God and I are like, I listen and I just let God speak through me. And I mean, I feel spirit come over me. So it's like I just allow whatever comes to just say it. And, I never know, but I just know I trust God. So I hope that helps, because that's exactly what I'm getting for you right there. Is just it's a softness to enjoy your life while getting to that point of whatever you'd like. There's no rush. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Spirit. Thank God. It ain't me. It's just God. And I always give Spirit the credit because it's like, you pulled me out of a pit of hell. Thank you. So true. Oh my gosh. It really is. Oh, Al, awesome. I'm glad that I could help you. And like I said, that's just spirit. So yay. Today is a new day. It really is. It's a new world that we're all coming into, right? The new earth is real. It is a real thing. And it's all about um, your true authentic self coming forward and being that fun, lighthearted kid again that we always wanted to be. That's what the new earth is all about, is being that fun, lighthearted kid, just like knowing that God's your papa and he's got you. And we get to just play. Like, that's cool. It doesn't seem like it. Like, the whole world's going nuts, but it's really true. That's because it's a rebalancing act. All right, you guys, I have been on for over an hour. Thank you so much for joining me. Periscope and YouTube and Facebook. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will be doing more of these. So if you're subscribed, awesome. You'll get notifications when I do these. Probably planning on doing them Wednesdays and Sundays. But we will see how that goes. I got 3 kids. I'm just saying. So you can always be on these with me live. If you would like, I do have where you can schedule private Reiki, energy healing, Zoom, shadow work sessions, and you can find those all in the link. All the links in my bios, you can find that. But I will be back here soon to do more channeling and messages from the divine for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. This was awesome. You too. Have an awesome week, you guys, and I will see you soon. Bye.